Aloha, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VII with yours truly, me, Delicate Blood, and we're in Cosmo Canyon, and we're chasing after Bugenhagen. Get him! It's like one of those Legend of Zelda things where you have to chase him. Oh, he stopped. Oh, are we all set? Yeah, we're all set. Oh, shall we go? And he has a secret button. Again, all this technology. Alright, come in, come in. Hey, aren't you going with us, Grandpa? What, are you crazy? It's dangerous in there, I told you that. You want an old man like me going in first? I'll be right behind you. So Bugenhagen has joined the party. This is also one of the most annoying areas to grind, especially if you're under-leveled. I mean, in a sense, it's great. It's great money, it's great experience, but anytime that you need to leave, you have to run all the way back up all these ropes and vines. Now, Bugenhagen also makes it sound like you can only go down here once and you're done. Yes and no, that's true to a point. You can come down here. There is no safe spaces down here. So be warned about that. Make sure you have plenty of healing materials, herbs, stuff like that. Or herbs, listen to me. Playing and watching too much Resident Evil playthroughs. First we're going to come into this cave. Come to the back of it. This is a strange looking rock. Let's break it open. Oh no! Unfortunately, I like battles, and I promised you guys some action. So now we have some Gi Tribe, and I remember I loved these things the very first time I saw them. I was just like, oh my gosh, they're like floating dead. How do I get to be floating dead? That's awesome. And, more importantly, alright, how do I do this? You have a... They have Skewer, Hell Spirit, and Death Sentence. So what I'm going to do is cast Death Sentence on him. And so now what happens is that's going to count down for every second. If you have it on... I think even on wait, in terms of your active time battle meter, so we have ours on active, then there's recommended in wait. I think even on wait, that number will always count down regardless of what's going on. Now, clearly, it's a death sentence, so what's going to happen when it reaches 0? The player or character, whatever it is, insta-dies, regardless of what's going on. No matter how healthy they are, whatever, that character will die. So, most effective method is, well, finish the battle fast. This can be a little bit nerve-wracking for some. Don't let it scare you at all. Just plow through. A minute is plenty of time for you to get done a battle. The only thing you have to worry about is characters like Red 13 who have Fury on them, who should not have Fury on them anymore. But I couldn't rest at the end, so we'll actually use a tranquilizer to cure that off. I don't think there's anything there. I like that, though. It looks almost like a skeleton of a human. I don't know if anybody else agrees with me. I always thought that was like a skeleton of a human warrior that was dead. And then same thing here. There's a giant skeleton, which I'm assuming is from the Gi Tribe themselves. Whoa, what? I think I may be glitching the game. I hope. But yes, there's also other things down here as well, guys. It's not so streamlined that there's nothing down here. Now, nothing is... Maybe I can't steal anything down here. Oh, that's right. These things stop and poison you. Okay. I think there's actually nothing to steal down here, now that I think about it. But yes, this is another thing that can teach death sentence as well. And I always like to cast it on itself. Take him. That way, no matter what happens, or if I lose control of them for some strange reason, I know I'm guaranteed to kill them. And the same thing, sometimes the battles drag on too long, or I'm used to playing with Fury, where I'm a lot more dependent on things going my way. But since we lost control of them, Tifa gets back her abilities. And as you can see there, Cloud actually took a surprising amount of damage. He took about a third of his life. And most of that was actually from poison damage. I mean, he got hit a few times. Yeah, I should not be walking up here. I don't know why it's allowing me to walk up there. Huh, funny looking rock. Let's break it open. Now there is a point to breaking open these rocks, guys. And some more just GI soldiers. Or GI tribes. Yep, GI specters. Now they are going to cast Death Sentence on you. Again, this is where having a party that can just take out opponents quickly is no big deal. As you can see, these guys only have about 400 to 500 life. I actually forget how much they do have. And I don't think I have sense material on to even sense it. Now be warned, every time they cast Death Sentence, my timers are ticking down. So knowing how fast your party can take out enemies, very important. I think everything here is weak against holy damage, although you shouldn't have holy damage yet. And I think the other element is fire, is the other huge thing that everything's weak against. I think everything down here, not everything, but the specters are immune to quake and such. Let's go in this one. This place is notorious for battles, guys. So many battles, like too close to mouth. This is also another great place that if you have Fury on all of your characters, and I'm one of those people, like, I know this Let's Play I've been showing off just like 1 or 2 characters having Fury on, but generally I play either all my characters have it or none of my characters have it. Maybe Cloud doesn't have it, because no matter what, you'll always get all your limit breaks with Cloud. And it's always nice to make sure that one person's always hitting in your party. But basically it makes you play through the game more dependent on your limit breaks than anything else, which I have a lot more fun playing with, because, I mean, when you get a limit break, you feel like you're on top of the world. So, yep. Break those rocks! It is bright and sunny out. I should not be awake right now. I am a night owl person. Now, as you can see, everybody else is getting actually kind of low on health. Cloud's actually doing the worst off. It's got a bit lower than I intended it to. This is why I love enemy skill, is that a single spell is enough to get your entire party back up to full health, 34 mana, versus Cure, which at the moment Cure 2 is like... I don't even know how much Cure 2 costs. But instead of having Cure, and then All, and then Insuna, and All, we can just have Cure 2, or we can just have White Wind. I love this. Soldiers spiked up against the wall. So epic. But so guys, we don't know where to go. An odd-shaped rock. Break it open. Yay! There's a reason for breaking open all those rocks. Now, truth be told, I think you actually only need to break open that one. I did want to show, though, what happens when you're breaking open all the rocks. But I'm not actually... Oops. I've been pointing out how much money I'm making in this area. You actually do make quite a bit of money. If you have any long-range characters as well, it's actually better to have them to attack their own targets in the back row. Because sometimes your auto-targeting does get messed up. And same thing, Tifa, I should have really given her power list to like Cloud instead. Because with Tifa manipulating so much, she's rarely going to be attacking. Oh, maybe that'll change. I'm really not stealing anything. That's also one of the other big reasons that I use Manipulate, is not only teaching enemy skills to my own party. Ooh, we got Boogan. Oh, everyone here is a ghost of the Gi tribe, killed in a certain battle. certain battle? The vengeful spirits of the Gi didn't disappear and couldn't return to the life stream. We still have far to go. Thanks, Boogan. Alright, so here's one of the simplest traps and yet one of the best ones. I figured this trap out instantly, and I'm not going to show it off because this trap actually does way too much damage. And again, like I said, we're not really near any... pardon me, there's not a single save station down here. And I sold all my ethers, which normally I would have like 99 ethers by the time I did that. It's like grind forever. Or I'll grind until certain characters get like a certain limit break. I have a practice file going on because I want to see what Yuffie is like because I hate her so much. So I decided to oh miss. Yeah, but we got Dolphin Blow. That's the one you guys haven't seen yet. Nice, and Dolphin Blow. And I love it. A dolphin actually comes up out of the water from the kick. It's so random. Oh, I love it. Yay, restore leveled up. Ooh, and M Tentacles. M Tentacles is Bio 3 to all opponents. I only remember because I love the Bio spells. Let's see, what do we want here? Finish enough Death Blow. Not going to be able to use Titan for a while. We have Death Blow because it gives more luck to Tifa. But now, if you try to run across this, you'll be slicked across. And there's actually spikes in the wall. So here, if I run, you slide out of control. Whoa! But there's spikes on the left wall. So the problem is, if you run straight in there, you'll run in and take lots of damage. Here we get one of my favorite materia, Added Effect. Added Effect is a support materia, and specifically, so it has to be one of these chains, and obviously we don't have enough room at the moment, so we'll go fix that eventually. But what it does is adds materia status to equipped weapon or armor. So what does that mean? Well, here we got Transform, so we'll start off with Transform, is that it has a chance to make your physical attack either transform your opponent into a Mini or a Toad. Now, I haven't tried such things as like defensive, like Restore, and Added Effect, which I would assume has a chance to, cure or regen on the user, hence making this status screen make a little bit more sense when they have like regen barrier and magic barrier. Speaking of which, we still haven't gotten that materia. I wonder where we get that. Although I've yet to try it, but so like let's say we did it on haste, his attacks don't give a chance to give him haste. And that's judging that we put it up here, I should say. It has a chance to give the opponent slow or stop. For this, it would be poison. A chance to poison your opponent. To transform the opponent, to put to sleep or silence the opponent, to confuse or berserk the opponent, and that's it. And again, I haven't tried it with like Cure Materia. I've never thought to try it on Cure Materia. So there's a lot of fun things that we get to do with Added Effect. So I will be trying that out eventually in this Let's Play, but we just need more slots at the moment. So we're going to continue on. I'm actually going through this a lot faster than I anticipated, which is good. None of that drink. Thank God for orange juice. Or thank Satan for orange juice. Or thank Buddha, or whatever it is you guys worship. I'm in the habit of saying thank God, and I'm actually trying to stop it because I'm actually pretty non-religious, so just being thank God or God damn it doesn't make a lot of sense. So please, same thing, if you hear me cursing the videos, and that, like obviously if I'm reading Barrett's lines, don't correct me there. If I'm cursing on my own free will, please say something. I'm really trying to stop cursing. Wow! So now we come up here. We have a chance for a few more chests. I don't like how the paths intertwine, but I also find it kind of useless. But there we get a new weapon for Kate Sith, the Black Megaphone. And actually it's really funny because you can see on Kate Sith, who is the cat holding the megaphone, the actual color of the megaphone does change colors. I don't think the megaphone itself ever really changed. I think there's like 2 or 3 that actually changed the way they look, but almost all the other ones that I can think of, just the color changes, nothing else. Teeth is bust. Lots of M tentacles down here. I didn't realize this was their grinding spot for them. I drank orange juice and I had the hiccup. That is the weirdest thing ever. Maybe it's from the acid. I'm sorry, I really don't have a lot to talk about. I mailed a letter today. Does anybody remember doing that? Mailing letters? U.S. Postal Service? I got a ticket left on my car. Now, I live outside of the Philadelphia area, but I'm used to driving down in Philly for the job that I just was let go of like 2 months ago. And so when you're down in Philly, it doesn't matter what side of the road you park on. You know, I mean, obviously if it's a busy road, you don't cross all the lanes. When you're going down a bunch of side streets, or if you're parked down certain side streets, you park on the left side of the road because it's the only reason there's parking. Well, I live outside of Philly, so I applied that same concept to where I live, and I got a $10 fine for parking the left side of my car up against a curb, which I didn't realize was even a finable offense. And I was passed it off as a joke, and I actually went to my police station and talked it out with them, and they were like, yes, it's an actual fine. Where's our $10? So I told them I don't carry cash on me, and that I'd mail it in today. And they're like, okay, just date the envelope. So, dated the envelope and sent it in. Hopefully my car doesn't get to it. As you can see, this cave leads to the back of Cosmo Canyon. It was unfortunate that the Gi were larger than us. If they attacked through here, we wouldn't have stood a chance. Let's move on. So evidently these Gi were huge things, which I think is what those giant skeletons are. Now here is one of my favorite and least favorite things ever. The only thing I really hate about death sentences is sometimes like guys like this will cast it on you, and with these snakes stopping you and poisoning you. Yeah, a cult whip, so he's stopped. She's poisoned. You can get into some serious trouble if you go fast, and that's also where White Wind is your god spell. Because a single cure spell, and that's a heal for 1,028 to everybody. Now my other file that I was working on, where I'm messing around with Yuffie, my other file also, I'm completing certain things off screen. That way I'm not messing up me actually doing this Let's Play. And not getting too far ahead because I have to process some of my videos. Alright, so we're going to come into thing 1 and it dead ends. So nowhere... Oh, weird. Alright, so we're coming into thing 1 and it pops us out of thing 5. So can't go into thing 1. Come in here, but then there's a spider web. Let's do it. But yeah, my practice file. There's times where every time I went to cast White Wind, my party got obliterated. Rabbit gouge. Okay, that's not too bad. Now, I think this thing you can only steal potions from it, or high potions. You can steal something from it, but I remember it's nothing that amazing. But I do remember they have a good chunk of life, and this thing has one attack that I want to say is percentage based on the amount of health of whoever it hits. There it is, stick bomb. And it hurts just like holy hell. But that's also where like White Wind is huge, or Cure is fine. how easy it is. Alright, so it seems like every single time that I do a melee attack to him, he's counterattacking with that Sting Bomb. You warned about that. I guess it's just a counterattack. But to climb hazards, or clip hazards, however you want to pronounce it, thing is not that impressive. We are amazing. Whew, a lot. But yes, we come all the way up here, and we get this box. X Potion! Actually, we're getting a nice little supply of those. And lots of these things. I don't know if I want to fight them. Darn it, they stopped Cloud. Cloud was the other part of that combo. I was just going to Nature Magic twice. And again, because Nature Magic is non-elemental, it works on everything. Sweet. But as you can see, these things are not that tough, and Nature Magic is 8 mana. 8 mana to clear out a mob. 16 mana to clear out a mob. So that's another reason that enemy skill is amazing, is that you get certain attacks that are single target, multi-target, 16 mana, 34 mana. 34 is kind of the big one, though. A lot of the spells in that are like 34 to 35. Alright, so we now went through 1, 2, and then 5 is actually where we came out from 1. So we're going to go into 4. Alright, 4 didn't lead us to where I thought it was going to. So instead, we're going to go up into 3. Okay, 3 is a dead end. I thought 3 was how you get to that treasure down there. Looks like I was wrong! A single Gi Tribe Spectre. This is where the game's a little too nice. I understand it's a random enemy generator, but, yeah. But yeah, we're getting 260 gil per, or 150 gil per fight, and 260 experience per fight. I don't know if the experience is really all that good, but I know that I have come down here and did some grinding. I don't know what the technical term I'm looking for is for money. I think this guy is weak to fire. I think we actually use some poison him. So this is also a little weird. Sleep and confusion are on the same line, and that's can you put him to sleep? I know you can't turn him into a frog. You can turn him into a frog? Oh my goodness. I was just messing around. I haven't played this game in so long. You learned so many new things. So he does retain his original health. His attack stat goes way down. Any specialty moves that he might have had, gone. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize that Frog Song worked on those things. Frog Song doesn't work on like anything that you want it to work on. And then here I prove myself wrong, it works on that thing. So here you come up, you can't get to that treasure chest. It's all broken off. Little trees. Well, that was so awesome, that just made my entire... I found out so much about this game that I never knew before. I feel like an idiot. Nature Magic. Thankfully, I don't think this lasts very long. I love it because it also is a bit random that all these missiles just come flying out of nowhere out of the back of Cloud. Now I used to always give it to Barrett because like Barrett was like one of my original first party members that I just like really loved with. And Barrett, it kind of makes sense because he has that gun arm. So anything he does, you just kind of roll with it. You know, he's got a gun coming out of his arm. Like that was a lot of money. Evidently those Cobras are packing some serious money. But here, if you come down, if you hold to the right, come down here and you get another fairy ring, or you get a fairy ring, which makes you immune to poison and darkness, I believe? Poison and darkness, which is very appropriate for this cave, because everything is casting poison on you. And then you come down here, and nothing is down here. I think they did that just so you don't think to hold to the right. But whatever. I really thought this cave was going to take us a lot longer. I'm going to buy new weapons very soon. So we're only at 2,600. And I know for a fact that 6,000 gil at the moment. So 2 or 3 battles in there that were actually worth some money. Yeah, we're already up to 11,000. So, gonna go back and shop real quick soon, but let's clear out the dungeon, and then next time, I'll just shortcut us down to the boss. Yeah, but I guess if you really wanted to grind for, limit breaks, if you put Fury on a character and then fought this thing, that's unfair. How come when... Whatever. I love how pretty this is. I forget, there is an exact number of how many times... Oh, that didn't kill him? Let's just give it off the clock. Aww. I'm sorry, Dad. No, watch, that's gonna kill him. Okay. Oh, at least Red 13 still got the kill. Really disappointed it did not kill him then. Whatever, I can just fury him and that limit breaks super fast that way. But anyways, this is how you get to this chest, is a turbo ether. Now, there is actually the end of the dungeon, so guys, tune in next time. I'm going to go back and shop. I might shop the new weapons before we go into battle, or I might just wait until we're actually in battle and show them off there. So guys, thanks for watching, and ta-ta!